Hey, yo, what's up, everybody? What's up, beautiful people? Welcome to another episode of Ta1k podcast. And on this podcast, we spell talk with the one instead of an L because on this podcast, we always keep it 100. All right, let's get it in today. All right, today's topic, it don't even matter what the topic is because today is Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. I know some single mothers out there. I'm the mother and the father and all y'all. I get that. And I appreciate you for all you do, especially being a single mother. It's not easy. I'm the son of a single mother, so I understand. But, hey, let the fathers have their day for one day. Y'all get y'all day let us have our one day. And today is that day, okay? Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to all you fathers out there again. Young and old. It don't matter. It's Happy Father's Day. I'm proud to be a father of 2 children. I'm proud to be a father figure to other children and to other people out there. I have father figures in my life that I look up to all my life, and I still talk to. And it goes from coaches to my stepdad, my stepdad, but still father figure, had to come in and get to know me and all that. Father figure in my life. People I met at work, people I met on the street. It don't matter, man. It's a lot of father figures I met. And shout out to all of you guys. Shout out to my father. My father passed away a year ago. Rest in peace. But shout out to him. All right. So shout out to all the fathers out there. Happy Father's Day. This day is for you. This goes out to you. Okay. Happy Father's Day. If you are a father with the family making it, applaud to you because I know that it's not easy, man. You're going to have bad days, hard days. Not everybody can see what you go through every day, so they don't know, really that's in your head. But, hey, we do what we do. We do what we can, okay? Like I said, I'm proud to be a father. I love being a father. I have my good days, my bad days with it. I have times where I can get easily frustrated, but I have also days where I'm having the utmost fun, like I'm high off life because of my kids or my family. They take care of me and I take care of them. As long as they make me feel good, I always take care of them. They make me laugh, they make me happy all day, and of course I'm always gonna take care of them. Even then when I'm mad at them, even though they get on my nerves sometimes, guess what? I still take care of them. So, yeah, shout out to my kids, XJ, Livy. They was on last week. Nice episode last week. It was National Children's Day last Sunday. So, we had Children's Day last Sunday. We got Father's Day this Sunday. I feel like it's something going on next Sunday. I don't know what it might tweak. I don't know. But, yeah, let's get into this episode today. Father's Day, best memory of being a father. I say for sure, really, my best memories of being a father is really kind of now looking at my daughter is starting to compete and stuff. So she's in cheerleading now. She's going to go through gymnastics here in a couple of weeks. She's done soccer. She's going to continue to do soccer. She keeps asking about basketball. I just know. I mean, it's going to take time to get there, but she can't even basically dribble a ball yet. So I don't even want to push that on her. But, I mean, she wants to play. So we're going to get out there and practice some and hopefully she can get right for basketball. But right now, these are my best memories because with my son, he has his thing is going to be technology, and his thing is going to be in the classroom, which that's great because I wasn't that bright when it comes to classroom stuff. But my son is going to be the utmost, one of the smartest kids, can probably figure out a hacker in 2 minutes, can probably figure out technology, any type of new technology he's going to figure out. And that's what, and like that mixed with what my daughter is doing right now, it's kind of, that's my best memories as being a father right now. And seeing that my kids are developing their own sense of style, their own sense of them. They're finding themselves slowly but surely. They're still very young, of course, but they're starting to find themselves, starting to find what they like, what they love, what they want to do. And that is really a proud father moments right now. It's literally right now watching them trying to find themselves. And then as later on goes on and later years come about and they're older and they found themselves a little bit more, but still trying to find themselves. That's what's fun. That's what's cool. And I'm happy that I'm a part of their lives to do this with them. Best memories I have. First from my biological father, and I do my stepdad as well. I do both of them. But my biological father, best memory I had with him was like, it really, to be honest, he got me into wrestling. And so I used to be, if it wasn't basketball, it was wrestling. And so like during the days, we'll go to the park. And like, it was funny is my dad, growing up, my dad was, he was like a great basketball player. And people always say it all the time, like, that was the Black Larry Bird. That was the Black Larry Bird. You know, I'm just like, all right, whatever. But I'm still there watching, like, this man was cold at basketball. Even at the age he was at, as he got older, like, he's still out there, like 30 something, late 30s, early 40s, and still putting in work on 20-year-olds and like 18-year-olds. And like he was top notch when it came to basketball. I ain't gonna lie. And then that's a memory from him. That's kind of two memories from him, playing basketball and him like showing me the ways of basketball. Like, look, I don't care what you do in life. In basketball, if you play basketball, always have your shot down and ready. Have a shot forever, because your athleticism is gonna go away. You're gonna get older, but your shot would never go anywhere if you know how to perfect your shot. And that's what I try to do. I ain't the best shooter in the world, but I make sure the shot is A1. I hate missing free throws. I feel like that's the most pointless thing about some people in the NBA, missing free throws. You're in the NBA, you get paid a lot of money to just play basketball, and you can't make free throws. Pisses me off. But free throws, I mean, you're gonna miss some, don't get me wrong, but that I want to go 99% from free throws. Like, I want to only miss one, maybe two, but that's just me. But I always perfect the shot. But yeah, got into wrestling because of my dad. Like, and during the days we go play basketball, I'm watching him play against other people, and he's doing his thing. We play together a little bit. I beat him once in my life. He don't want to admit it. I beat him once in my life. Then at nighttime we would go. It's time to take a bath and this and that. And as soon as I get out, he's watching wrestling, and then like I'm sitting there watching it with him. He got his beer, he's chilling, and I'm sitting there just like we're having a good time watching WWE. At the time it was Raw that I used to watch mostly with him, was mostly Raw, and those were some of the best memories I had with my dad, like going out to play ball, and then at night going and watching WWE. And rest in peace, Dad, I love you. That will forever be in my heart though. Best memories I have with my stepdad are basically came throughout my high school life, where my stepdad was that until like my mom and my mom got married my senior year. So I think they only missed one game my senior year because they had their honeymoon, and it was a game we were playing a team that didn't really matter. We was winning it regardless. But other than that, my stepdad didn't miss a game. He knows he knows some stuff that I forgot. Like, he didn't miss a game. He didn't miss a play. He tells me in detail, hey, remember you played against such and such, and you did this on this down in the third quarter. I'm like, damn, I don't even remember. Like, I don't remember that game. Like I don't even know. But like, those are my best memories with him. All of my high school years. I mean, now that I'm older and we're able to talk more and understand each other a little bit more, since we're both grown black men. But me being in high school and him first coming into my life and doing that, those are best memories, man, because he taught me a lot. Taught me a lot how to be a man, what to do, and football might not be for everybody, but it's for you, and you are doing a good job. Do it, and that's for everything in my life. He continues to tell me that, hey, fatherhood is not for everybody, but it's for you. Hey, being outgoing and being outspoken is not for everybody, but it's for you. So keep going and doing that. And these are my best memories I have with my stepdad, and I love. And he was supposed to be here with me for this Father's Day episode, but a little something happened. Nothing major from what I don't know, it's nothing major right now. But hey, get better soon, Keith. I love you, man. The next time you're on the episode, we are going to talk our shit, because I had it planned. I had to rewrite what I had to do because I was ready. I was ready for this episode with my dog. All right. Hey, get better, Keith. I love you, man. Rest in peace to my dad. I love you. Thank you both. Thank you both for being a part of my life, showing me what I need to do, telling me what I need to do, and having structure. Like, you got the way I am today, what you see from my kids all the way to what I have, what I'm doing, you guys, and I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much. So those are my best memories from both my father and my stepdad. Let's talk about men versus women is the very big narrative lately. And I would like to talk about that when it comes to raising men, because the men versus women narrative is starting to get a little bit out of hand. Because, man, let's be honest, you can't live without a woman. You can, but you really can't. And women, you can live without a man for sure, but you can't at the same time. It's stuff that men can do that women can't, and stuff women do that men can't. Good example for me doing this is our kids. For example, my wife can call my kid's name, or she's telling them something and they're just not listening, not responding. But literally, I come in there, I don't even say anything. I just walk in, and then whatever she said they were supposed to do and they wasn't doing it, they see my face, they see my presence, they go do it. I don't even have to say anything. And that's something that and I hate to say that's true, that is true, but it's not like, it's nothing against you women. It's nothing against y'all. It's not that y'all are weak. It's not that y'all, like, we don't take y'all serious. It's just, it's when it comes to discipline, you're feared from a man's voice than a woman at times. Now, I get it. It's women's coaches out here in sports, and they are feared because of their voice and how they act. Or it might not be because of their voice, but how they do. When they stand on business, they stand on business. And that's really every woman. When they stand on business, they're going to stand on business. But sometimes, as somebody who can be childish, a kid, anything in the mindset, we're not taking certain things serious. And like, when moms yell, like when my mom yelled at me, yeah, I was I tighten up a little bit, and what I'm saying, I'm listening, but at the same time, it's like she's nagging again, and you're tired of it. But when a man is like sitting there yelling, like forcefully can say the same thing that your mom just said, but yelling at you, telling you, and it's a different tone, it's a different weight, it's a different structure. You hear it. You not only hear it, you see it. You see him. Because it's time my mom tried to tell me something, and I was listening, but I wasn't paying attention. But when my stepdad comes in and says the same exact thing, but has structure with it and tells me, I'm listening 10 times more. I don't know why. I really don't know why. I can't tell you why, but that's just how it is. But the narrative of men versus women, I wish it would stop, because it shouldn't be. No man should be fighting no women. And like, for me personally, I love all women. I love women, and I think they serve a very valuable place on this world, and they deserve the highest of the highs, and they deserve praises, they deserve recognition, they deserve appreciation. And same for men sometimes. Well, really most of the time, same for men. They deserve appreciation. They serve a purpose on this world. They deserve a lot. I just wish it would stop right now, because now with technology, like my daughter can go on YouTube and just watch a lot of shorts or watch a lot of videos, and she can see these men versus women narratives, and she'll see a strong black woman talking shit about a black man, or a strong black man talking shit about a strong black woman. And you know what? That's my problem. I just said a strong black man, strong black woman, but you don't see any other races doing that. And it starts with us. It starts with that we need to show it. And that's what I try to do with my kid. Now it's times to me and my wife, we kind of lose sense of urgency of where we at, and we might break out in a little argument, maybe scream, maybe yell a little bit. But we try to set the example for our kids that we don't want to really argue and yell in front of them. We don't want to show them that we're mad, especially mad at each other. We can be mad, but not mad at each other, because we're trying to teach them something. This is teaching them something together. Okay, I don't want to be mad in front of the kids. Be mad at my wife. She done something, and I'm yelling, screaming at her, and then my son sees it or my daughter sees it, and that's how they think. No, I don't want that to happen, because we can have disagreements and we can do all this. We have disagreements in front of them, but I don't want to scream and yell in front of them. And I try not to do that. And a lot of people can do that. I'm like, because me and my wife live together and stuff, but it's some that baby mamas, baby daddies, like they'll come over, pick up the kids, they're yelling in front of the kids there. And then once you grow up in that environment, that's how you picture really life. Growing up in that, like the man deserves this and the woman deserves way more than this, and she can yell, and the man, like, we don't, want to teach that. You want to teach that everybody, men and women, everybody is equal, not equal, but they deserve equal feelings. They deserve equal respect. Let me say that men and women deserve equal respect and appreciation. Because I know for a fact there's a lot of men out here that really don't appreciate the women how they should be appreciated. But at the same time, women don't appreciate the men like they should be appreciated. And which is crazy because in my mind, I'll be honest, I feel like it's super easy to please a man. And I'm not talking about in bed, the sex or whatever it is. I'm not just talking about that. I'm just talking about it's super easy to please a man as far as really, to be honest, top notch is appreciation. If I just got up, especially on an off day, if I got up on an off day, I'm usually the one just chilling, playing the game, or I'm chilling, watching TV. I'm doing work, but I'm doing my work. But when I get up and I'm like, oh, you know what? It's a little dirty. Let me clean the living room. Let me clean the kitchen. Let me do this. Let me clean the kids' room. Let me clean our room a little bit. Let me just pick up. It's not going to be clean to my wife's standards. Never clean to my wife's standards. But I'm just going to do it. And the thing is, a lot of men are feeling they don't want to do that, and they're feeling bad about doing it because once we do that little task of cleaning the kitchen or cleaning the living room or picking up stuff without being told, and we do it, a problem for us too, we expect it to be noticed, and we want it to be noticed, and not only be noticed, we want to be like, oh, did you do this? And like, instead of coming in and like, okay, why is this not done? Like, that triggers something in men. I don't know what it is. For me to waste, I ain't gonna say waste my time, but I feel like I waste my time when I woke up on my off day in the morning time. I wasted my time cleaning up an area I could have been doing something I wanted to do, but I did it because I was thinking about you, and I wanted to show you my appreciation for you. And when you come home, the first thing you say is some BS about a little mess that I can just pick up in 2 seconds, but you're yelling about it. That's when I get triggered. That's when men get triggered. And that's reality. Like, if you come home, see that, you can see that problem, but still be like, oh, I see you cleaned up a little bit. Hey, look at you. Thank you. I really appreciate that. You are doing a good. Thank you. That goes a long way. And then on top of that, guess what? You can come home and say, oh, come home to that person, to your man, ladies, come home to your man cleaning, and he just maybe be wiping a little spot. Look at him and be like, oh, you cleaning? Thank you. I appreciate you. Look good when you clean. I like when you clean. You know what? I got you tonight. Touch his back or something, guess what? You don't have to do anything else. That you can lie right there and say, I got you tonight, and not do anything that night. Guess what's going to happen every other day? He's going to be cleaning that same spot to get that same result. You want to hear that. He loves to hear that. Men love to feel appreciated. Men love to hear that they're feeling appreciated. Men want to feel appreciated. Because believe it or not, women, we show appreciation now. I get it. For us, man, we show appreciation in weird ways. Like, we show appreciation in like I kind of just use the example, just getting up and seeing that maybe a kitchen is dirty, that we clean the kitchen. Now, this is our kitchen too. We pay for the kitchen, this and that. So we should be the ones getting up, basically cleaning up the kitchen. I get that. But women, you guys take over those reins, even from the beginning of the relationship. You take over those reins. You want to do it. So when it has to be a certain standard to you. So when we back up and we're like, okay, good, do what you do. And when we, you're going to complain about not helping a little bit, but once we get up and we do this, like, we just love that appreciation that we get from y'all. And, or that we want. We love the appreciation that we want to get from y'all. And I don't know, man. That's just how I feel about it. With the men versus women narrative, it's no right or wrong answers, really. I see all the time that women have great arguments about men and men have great arguments about women. But at the end of the day, what is they going to solve? Y'all didn't get together. Look, people making those arguments on those podcasts and on other services, other platforms, y'all not together, so why are you making this? Or maybe you are, I don't know. But y'all not together, so why does it matter what you say, Like, just go on about your day. But we are seeing that being raised in now, really mostly men nowadays. It's hard raising men because, especially in the world that we live in today, you never know who you're going to offend. You never know what you can offend. You never know what is going to happen in the world. We just living on eggshells. Everybody's stepping on eggshells since day one, and so we need to do better for us raising men. Because like I'm raising men out here. Even though my son can't talk, I'm raising a man. It's Father's Day, but also the whole month. Happy Pride Month. All of my people who celebrating Pride Month, fucks with y'all. Y'all have a good time. Be safe out there. Like I said last week, if you're going out, if you're going to do anything, festivities, a lot of festivals going on. Juneteenth festival. Happy Juneteenth. That's on a Wednesday. I think I got my flag right here behind me. That's gonna be up forever, but for real, during this Juneteenth and then Pride, man. If y'all going to all these festivals that's going on, y'all gonna do some stuff. Be safe out there. If you drink, call an Uber. If you're too high, call an Uber. If you off high for some other drugs, please call help. Then call Uber. But yeah, man. If you smoking too high, if you too drunk before you're ready to go somewhere, call the Uber, man. Or call your friends. But have fun at these festivities, because I know a lot, especially when I lived in Colorado, they used to have a lot of parades and a lot of festivities in parks for Pride Month. And I used to go and have some fun, man. Yeah, I go to Pride Month festivities. I go to Pride Month bars. I go to the gay bars, all that. I do all of it. Shit, it'd be fun. It'd be lit. It'd be more lit than what y'all think. So I have fun. I ain't gonna lie to you. And I support Pride. I support it all, man. I got one of my good friends. Shout out to you, Ben. One of my good friends who we used to live with in Colorado. He's in the Pride community, and we used to stay together. We used to talk. We used to argue all the time. We used to have great arguments and great talks about everything. And I tell you one thing, that's my brother. And you would think, looking at him, you'll say this is a white dude, and I tell you that's my brother. If you're blind, you're blind, because we obviously look alike. But shout out to you, Ben. I love you, man. Hope you having a good Pride Month. You always do, man. You always go to the best, to the littest bars, to the littest parties. You always do that, man. I don't know how. Happy birthday to you too, brother. But yeah, happy Pride Month to all you guys out there celebrating. If you're celebrating, be safe again. Happy Juneteenth. Juneteenth is coming up, man. I can't believe it. Hey, this is going to be an impactful month, and this is an impactful week. Father's Day, Juneteenth on Wednesday. We got the whole Pride Month. Like I think that's too much going on. I don't know which one to celebrate first. Father's Day. Yeah, it's cousin. Yeah, we're going to do Father's Day. But let's get into speaking of a father, Tom Brady. Tom Brady had his number 12 jersey officially retired by the Patriots organization, and he was inducted into the Patriots Hall of Fame. Jay-Z was there performing. That's crazy, Jay-Z. I don't see Jay-Z perform a lot anymore. I think the last time I seen him perform on something important was the Grammys this past Grammy year. But other than that, I usually don't see him a lot. For you to get Jay-Z to come out and perform, it's not like he's performing at the NFL Hall of Fame, or he's performing at even the Tom Brady roast they had, or he's performing at something like significant that a lot of people's watching. This is Tom Brady number 12 jersey getting retired, and him being in the Patriots Hall of Fame. And you got Jay-Z to come out there and perform. You're very important. But yeah, Tom Brady, easily greatest quarterback of all time, easily top football GOAT of all time. It's a lot of people you can name. I get mad when Deion Sanders is not in that category of top of GOAT football players. They'll name anybody else but Deion. I don't know what the hate on Deion is, but if you gave Tom Brady a Deion Sanders, prime Deion Sanders, and they was on the same teams for the year, I would die saying that they probably will win every they would either be in the Super Bowl or they would win every championship whenever, how many years they're on the same team. So they can be on the same team for 10 years, both in their primes. That's 10 straight championships. Now they might not win all of them, but they'll definitely be in 10 straight Super Bowls. And but I think Tom Brady is one of the greatest of all time. Tom Brady is the greatest of all time. 7 rings, 6 with the Patriots, 1 with another team. The only guy in history to beat every team in the league. Okay, I'm not gonna say history. I don't know that for sure. I don't know how true that is. I need to go check on that. But for what I know is he's beating every team in the league, including the Patriots. Number 12 will be retired forever, which it should have been. And he has a statue going to be in front of Gillette Stadium starting this upcoming season. So whenever time you're going to see the Patriots on TV, they're going to show their stadium first, or the stadium and then the statue first before they show the game. I really hope. Now, I don't know how the statue is going to look. Now, from past statues, I think they're going to do maybe him with his helmet off and his arms up. Maybe they might do him with a ball back to throw the ball statue. What I would, if I hate the Patriots, and I tell you what I would love to see as a Tom Brady statue in front of their stadium is that pregame ritual when he he runs from the one end zone to the other, going to the fans, and he doing that "let's go" like that. That needs to be the statue. I hope that's the statue. That would be so lit. That needs to be the statue because that is one hell of a pregame ritual, man. I ain't gonna lie. Every time I see him hit that, I kind of get hyped, and I'm definitely wanting y'all to lose, but I get hyped every time I see that pregame ritual. Yeah, man, Hall of Fame quarterback, GOAT quarterback. You will be missed. You'll be missed by Patriots fan because they love you and they want you to succeed. They do love more titles coming from you and all that. But you would be missed as a football fan because we love to hate you. We really do. We love to hate you, man. You killed a lot of our dreams. We happy that you retired and we have a chance, but man, well, now it's Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes can easily take the reins of being the next Brady. Now, do I think he is? No. I don't think Patrick Mahomes can reach 7 titles, but he's damn near almost halfway there. He has a chance. And I tell you one thing, when it comes to it, like Patrick Mahomes is probably the closest thing I can say that learned from Tom Brady. Who learned that, like, because if just look at what's going on. Tom Brady took pay cuts to make teams great, to get extra help there. Patrick Mahomes is taking pay cuts. He just took another pay cut. That way they can sign Hollywood Brown and a couple more pieces that they signed in the offseason. He took a pay cut because of that. Like, he learned in that. He learned that always take the ball down to the last second to kick a field goal to win. Patrick Mahomes does that to this day. Even though they tried to change the rules to make Patrick Mahomes lose, he's still doing. He learned from TB12, and you can tell he learned from TB12. Another quarterback that learned from TB12 really good, that's showing it, and that's in college, is Shedeur Sanders. He, even though they didn't have the best of record last year, look at his games that he played to where the games that they did win, he made sure they won by not making stupid plays, by not turning the ball over, by we're going to run it. Okay, we got 5 minutes on this drive. If we can get past the 50 with 3 minutes left, we won this game. And he's learning that. And that's a young kid doing that. A young kid is doing that. So I can't wait for Shedeur to come into the league. Speaking of quarterbacks, Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence has just signed a 5-year, $275 million contract extension with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Which means he's going to be getting roughly $60 million a year. $60 million a year for Trevor Lawrence. If you was to sit there and tell me that this was going to happen about 5 years ago, 4 or 5 years ago when he was coming into the league, or rookie in the league, or maybe in college, about to go to the draft, I would say, yeah, that sounds he's lived up to his expectations. I know that's right. But now looking at it, where he's been at and what he's doing, I don't know. Now, to be honest, I think Trevor Lawrence is a great quarterback. I think he's easily a top 10 quarterback in the league. it's hard. He's over Anthony Richardson right now for sure. I don't know about C.J. Stroud and Will Levis is something that we have to see. Now, knowing that where Trevor Lawrence has been and what he's done, yes, he's the best quarterback in the AFC South. I mean, you can say C.J. Stroud. C.J. Stroud only been there 1 year, and he had a nice year, but only been there 1 year. Will Levis been there 1 year, and Will Levis didn't start all his games. Anthony Richardson only been there 1 year, and he got hurt after like week 4 or whatever it was. You can't say that. So the only person that really can compete with Trevor Lawrence being the best quarterback in the AFC South is C.J. Stroud, and yet he's a rookie coming to his second year. I still don't put him over Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence is the best quarterback since Ryan Tannehill left. Trevor Lawrence really became the best quarterback in the AFC South. Yes, I will say Ryan Tannehill was the best quarterback in the AFC South. We have stats to prove it. But since he's gone, Trevor Lawrence is now the best quarterback in the AFC South, and so he deserves his contract. Now, I get it. What have they won? They won that playoff game, but people say, well, it's against the Chargers, who they was choking away games. They don't know what is going on, but they won a playoff game by being down so many. Like Trevor Lawrence had a part in that. So, if you ask me, is it well-deserved? It is well-deserved. Now, is it a bit pricey because we haven't seen what we really want to see? I can get what you mean by that. And I would say, yeah, I get that. But Trevor Lawrence deserved this contract. Trevor Lawrence is the best quarterback in the AFC South. Trevor Lawrence will one day prove you doubters wrong. Now, I hope it's not this upcoming year, because the AFC South, really, to be honest, is going to be very tough this year. And Anthony Richardson is going to be healthy coming back from an injury. Hopefully, he can stay healthy all year. Will Levis is coming off of a nice rookie campaign, to where now you put pieces around him. And I want shout out to Derrick Henry. I love you forever, man, and I wanted you to stay on our team forever. But at the same time, you can see how that can kind of take away from Will Levis. So I'm glad we got the right pieces around Will Levis. I'm glad we got the right receivers, the right running back. We got the right pieces. Now it's time to go perform. Now, I'm not saying go win the Super Bowl for us, but at least have a good run till we're going to the playoffs. The Houston Texans, I hate when people start to do bandwagon stuff because of assuming something. You're just assuming this. You don't know the real facts. And so they had a good year last year, the Texans, and because they got Stephon Diggs and then they got Joe Mixon, they got some key pieces on defense. They got Sheez Alshire. They got a lot of key pieces. And now you go from, they can win the AFC South to they can win the Super Bowl. Stop it, please. I'm not doing it. I'm not going that far deep, because I can tell you from experience, being a Titans fan, I've seen us be number one in the AFC South, and I also see us, even though we didn't do nothing in the playoffs, I see us that next year it's a fucking struggle when it comes to scheduling. Like you got to play the Chiefs, you got to play either the Ravens, Steelers, or the Bengals, or whichever out of the AFC North, whichever team is first that year. We got to play them. You got to play the Bills or the Patriots. You know what I'm saying? So you got to play, when you be number one in your division, next year scheduling is very, very tough. So you talking about, especially for the Texans, they already got to play the whole AFC East in the Bills, Patriots, Dolphins, and the Bills, Patriots, Dolphins, Jets. You got to play that whole division. Then you got to play the Ravens. You got to play the Chiefs. You got to play those teams, and then you play everybody in your in the AFC South twice, and then you got to play a host. And I think we're playing the NFC North this year, so you got to play Green Bay, you got to play Chicago, you got to play Minnesota, and you got to play like teams like Detroit. It's going to be a very, very big struggle when it comes to the Texans next year, because like I said, I have experience being number one, seeing my team being number one in the division, and then the next year it's like all downhill from there. So not downhill, but we gotta play a hell of a schedule. So I say this: look, I think the Titans have a chance of winning this division. I think the Jaguars have a chance of winning this division, and I think I mean, of course, the Texans are the favorites. I put the Texans as the favorites. Now, don't get me wrong. Texans are still the favorites in my eyes, in my mind, to win a division, and I get that. But I also think the Texans are going to have a hard road, and I think it's going to be between the Texans and the Titans. And if the Jaguars can pull something out of their ass, like a receiver or somebody else, to come in and help Trevor Lawrence, I think it's going to be a struggle for them and the Colts. But we got what we need for real. And I think Trevor Lawrence next year is going to be it's not going to be a struggle, but it's going to be, we're going to look at this contract and say, are you failing this on this contract? Which is unfair because Trevor Lawrence, you just took away one of his biggest weapons in Calvin Ridley, and you gave him to us. Okay? And you had Chris, no offense to Christian Kirk, but Christian Kirk, you saw who the number one receiver is in Jaguar and on Jacksonville last year. Like, hopefully Christian Kirk steps up and becomes their number one, but we don't know. We just have to see. NBA Finals. Y'all know who the boys is. Y'all know who them boys is. Y'all know who them boys is about to win the finals. We are up 3-1 right now. We dropped game 4 last night to Dallas. A lot to a little. Gotta ask what. You know what? I hate it because you can tell we didn't care. We didn't want to win this game anyway. And what makes me mad about that, I would have asked Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, I would have asked them, like, do y'all really want to win this game or y'all want to go back home and win? Because at that point, you wasting people's time. And you can get hurt by doing this bullshit play y'all doing. So I'll just put in all the bench players, let them play. If they win, that would be kind of funny and kind of crazy. But if they, like, we expect them to lose, then what? So, yeah. Celtics in 5. I had them in 4. I ain't gonna lie. I was screaming sweep. But it's gonna be a gentleman sweep. I'm gonna be on live Monday night after we win, and I'm gonna have my tuxedo on and have my broom and say that's a gentleman sweep. Okay. Shout out to Kyrie and shout out to Luka. You guys have put in a hell of a year. People said you wasn't gonna be able to work after last year. Y'all didn't make the playoffs. And not only did you work, you killed the whole West. Now this is what I say for the Mavericks. Next year, this tells you that you're not going to get it done with Derrick Jones. Now, Derrick Jones, I hope you keep him because he's a good player for y'all, a good asset. But you're not going to get it done with just him. You're not going to get it done with just Galford. You're not going to get it done with just Tim Hardaway. Has been such – you don't even know what the hell he can do on any given night. And he's been hurt most of the year. So this tells you that you need to go get some more few pieces to go help Luka and to go help Kyrie because – once they already figured out how to play with each other, they figured out how it's going to work. Once they figure out what's to get over that hump of winning the championship together, it's over. It's over. And I think they know how to do it. They just don't have the pieces that they want. And so Celtics going to win the championship this year. I'm happy for it. I'm going to be here talking my big shit. I'm going to just be waiting for when my boys behind me win the Super Bowl. Hopefully it's next year, but we don't know. We never know. I feel like after the Celtics win it this year, they're going to be the favorites to win it next year. And a lot of people are calling for Al Horford. Al Horford's first ring, and they're like, oh, he should retire after this. I think Al Horford looks very good. I think you should play at least another year out, Big Al. Only reason I say this, when you look at Al Horford's career, and let's say we're going to be the favorites to win next year, and if we can keep this team together, we can win it next year. Can you? I don't know. Me personally, I never looked it up. But can you name another person who's won back-to-back championships in college and in the NBA, or in college and in the NFL? I don't know. So Al Horford has a chance to do something very special if he stays another year after winning this championship. He has a chance to do something very, very special, and that's to win 2 titles back-to-back in college and win 2 titles back-to-back in the NBA. That will put you as solidified. Now, I'm not going to say that's first ballot Hall of Famer, but now you're definitely putting yourself in the Hall of Fame. You're definitely putting yourself as a top player to ever play this game. Look at your career. Like, because when we talk about basketball and talk about the greatest, a lot of people don't talk about Kareem and his path from being from New York, winning those titles in New York, winning being like, I think number 1, number 2 scoring all time in New York, going to UCLA, and then winning like 2 or 3 titles in UCLA, doing that, going to Milwaukee winning the title, going to the Lakers winning 4 more titles. Dude, Kareem has had a nice career, basketball career, not just NBA career. He had a nice basketball career. And so when I look at Al Horford, you have a chance to do something that people are going to overlook, but you have a chance to do something that is very special, and that's to have a legendary basketball career. There's a lot of players in college that want to win the championship. There's a lot of players in the NBA that want to win the championship, or they wish they would have won the championship. You have a chance to win back-to-back in both collegiate and in the pros, and I think that's something special. So I think Al Horford, after this year, once we win the finals, I think he stays, and I think he stays for one more year. And hopefully we win. If we win next year too, and we win back-to-back, that's a good way to ride off in the sunset. Fuck it good. That's a great way to ride off in the sunset. And so hopefully that's what happens. But with the Celtics winning the finals this year, we're going to be the favorites, and we're going to be the most targeted. Well, I mean, to be honest, I feel like we was the most targeted this year. Nobody liked us. Nobody expected us to win. We had the easy road. We had the easy path. Everybody was hurt. I can't help who we got to play in the playoffs. That's not my problem. Okay, I can't help that their players keep getting hurt. That's definitely not my problem. How about this? You keep saying, "Oh, they play." Everybody else's players getting hurt, and we only got one person, Kristaps Porzingis. He's the only one that's getting hurt. But other than that, everybody else is cool. So you need to start asking your organization, what are y'all doing, or what are y'all not doing that our players keep getting hurt? Y'all need to do something so they won't get hurt. And so I don't blame us because we're too good right now. Speaking of the Celtics, let's talk about our longtime rivals that we might see in the finals next year. The Lakers. Dan Hurley, coach of UConn, still remaining coach of UConn. He did not take the LA job where they offered him about 5 or 6 years for $70 million, and he turned it down. Now I'm not gonna lie to you. I was like, oof, that's a lot of money to turn down. But I said it last week or the week before. I said, please take a long look at taking this job, because not only are you coaching LeBron, who a lot of people say it's really hard to coach LeBron, but you're taking on the Lakers organization. Anybody that's outside of anybody outside of Los Angeles Lakers and Boston Celtics, those are going to be your heart. Like those two organizations, those two franchises are going to always be your hardest ones. So I say, before taking a job in there, really think about it. But I'm glad he did it, because now you get to go and do a three-peat in college. A lot of people don't do three-peats in college. You get to stamp your name in history by doing a three-peat at UConn. And I think you're going to do that. I think you're doing a nice job at UConn. I want you to go back and keep doing what you're doing. Maybe do a three-peat, do a four-peat, do something. Keep winning until they trying to get you out of the league. Right? And then, since he didn't take the job, the front row running now for the LA job is JJ Redick. JJ Redick is a great basketball player, a smart basketball player at that. Great basketball player, smart basketball player. I watch JJ Redick and LeBron's podcast, and when I sit there and I look at them talk, it's phenomenal, because basketball really, you can say, oh, basketball is just basketball. No, if you actually tap in and actually look and breaking down basketball, it's phenomenal. It's great. When I was in college, I had to take a summer class one year, and my summer class was the history of basketball. I learned so much in that class of little things, to where I look at players, seeing where they do these little, I guess, antic or really cheating rules that you don't know about. But if you're a referee, you really have to know about. If you're a player to study this game, you have to know about. I didn't know about a lot of stuff that goes in. 3 seconds in the key rule. I do that rule on. I tried that rule on 2K and it works. If you don't know that rule, then I suggest you look it up. I want to know, do LeBron and JJ, do y'all know that rule? The 3 seconds in the key rule. If you wanna know about it, if you think I don't know about it, then ask about it. Let's talk about that. But yeah, I think JJ Redick would be good for the job. I think now, like I said, coaching LeBron and coaching the Lakers is going to be a struggle. So if you're up to that, then that's cool. But I'd rather a guy like JJ Redick who knows the professional basketball players level, and that knows the locker room, that knows how everything, especially played in LA with the Clippers, you know how the life is going to go. So you actually can control and you actually can relate more than I think Dan Hurley would have. Dan Hurley would have came in coming from Connecticut to LA. Like it was going to be good for Dan, but I think it would have been. It's going to be better for JJ because he knows he's been in that situation before. So I hope JJ Redick gets this job, and I hope that if once he gets this job, I hope that he succeeds. He deserves this, and I think he would be a great coach. Now, I think Darvin Ham was a phenomenal coach, and they couldn't really do anything. So like, it's going to be up to the players. It's going to be up to the organization needs to get help. You can't sit here and give me these amount of players and say, okay, go win because you got LeBron and AD. Like, I need more than that. LeBron is damn near 40. And he's still playing like he's 25, but he's damn near 40. AD is just now tapping into mentality of being a superstar. Like now. He barely missed a game last year. He's killing in the playoffs. You really couldn't even say that 5-game series with Denver. You cannot say one bit that Anthony Davis was the reason why they lost this series. Every game he had a good game. Now, last year when they went to the Western Conference Finals, a lot of people said, you never know. Anthony Davis is consistent. He'll have 41 games, 5 the next game, 40 another game, 10, 15 the next game. This man had a consistent 20 to 30 points. He's now tapping into his inner greatness, and that's good. I'm happy for it, AD. But if JJ takes his job, make sure you give him the proper help. Make sure you give LeBron the proper help. Make sure you give AD the proper help. Make sure you give all three of those people the proper help they need to succeed. And I think they will be good. I think they will be a lock. A nice lock for a Battle of LA. They'll win that battle. Florida Panthers are up 3-0 against the Oilers. Game 4 is tonight. Do you think Florida is going to go ahead and just close this out and take the Stanley Cup tonight? Or do you think they're going to do the Boston Celtics way and just blow this game and then go back home in Florida and win it all? I hope you close it out. I wish we would have closed it out. I want you to close it out, but they could do the second option of like going back to Florida and let's see how we do. But either way it goes, Florida has won. Like Florida literally was the best team last year, and then they just didn't have the experience. Now with the experience and being the best team this year, you're going to win the title. Now it's going to be interesting to see what happens next year. Will they be able to repeat? Will somebody else come in? Is Boston Bruins going to ever come back and bounce back and be good in the hockey world again? What happened to the Colorado Avalanche? They was cold as hell at one year to where nobody could beat them. Now I don't even see them barely in the playoffs. Nashville Predators, we need something going on. We got to do something. So next year, I think if Florida wins this series and wins the Stanley Cup, they're the favorites next year to win it all again. And I think they will. If you're not watching WWE, watch WWE now. WWE has always been lit since WrestleMania 40. The story that I'm really loving, that is brewing up, kind of low key, but it's going to be a phenomenal story. Drew McIntyre versus Damien Pierce. I think those two athletes are great fighters and great wrestlers, and I think of what happened in WrestleMania, this made the story even better. Now, you really can stretch this story out all the way until WrestleMania. You're not going to do that, but you can at least stretch it out until SummerSlam for sure. And I think SummerSlam is going to be phenomenal this year. That's going to be mini WrestleMania. So you can stretch this story out as long as you want to. Really, as long as you want to. So you can stretch it out to where SummerSlam, they have a title match. And let's say Damien retains his title. You still can have this ongoing story. Or if Drew McIntyre wins the title, then that's a one for one. Go at it. Go with it. I say do it. WWE is lit. Dominique Mysterio. I don't know, man. Like, if it was up to me, Liv Morgan, yeah, she is bad. But Rhea Ripley, that's a ring off rip. So that's up to you, bro. Dominic, make sure you make your decision wisely, sir. But yeah, last but not least, Boxing card tonight. It's a big one. The main event, Tank is fighting, Tank Davis. He will be fighting Tank will be fighting Frank Martin. A lot of people are putting money on Tank, and I don't blame you at all. I put my money on Tank as well. I think Tank is going to pull out this fight tonight. It's a lot of good names fighting tonight. Tell me which fight are you ready for? Which fight are you most hyped for and want to watch, and who are you going for? I think it's going to be a nice card tonight. Fight starts in 4 hours. Actually starts in 5 hours. I'm sorry, starts in 5 hours. So go get your popcorn ready. If you're going to go to a bar, be safe. If you're going to go to a friend's house, be safe. Drink responsibly. If you're at a bar, call an Uber. If you're at your friend's house, ask their friend to spend the night. Okay, don't do anything stupid. I got some family that came into town, so I will be grilling a little bit. We're going to be watching the fight, having a couple of drinks, doing our stuff. But like I said, I'm in the comfort of my own home, so I'm good. But you guys, be safe out there. Do some more stuff. Okay? And with that, that's going to be all for today. I appreciate you guys. Today's was episode 8, Father's Day episode special. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for staying with me. Thank you guys for being a fan. Okay, we are popping on all social medias right now: TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. We're popping. Go follow us on all those social medias. YouTube is very popping, and I'm excited. Okay, thank you again, everybody, for tuning in. Talk 100 Podcast. Episode 8, episode 9 next week. Next week's episode. Let's see what we're gonna be talking about next week. Next week's episode is going to be a mental health episode. Okay, so we're going to dedicate majority of the episode to mental health. Now I'm going to talk some sports, of course, because that's what I like to do. I like to talk sports. But next week I'm not going to really. I'm going to talk maybe hopefully only 10 minutes of sports. We can stretch to 20, but 10 minutes of sports. But other than that, we're going to talk about mental health. Mental health is very important. Mental health is important to me. Mental health is important to a lot of people that I know, and it's also taking the lives of people that I know, people I love, and people that I even grew up watching. Okay, mental health is very important. Mental health deserves to be recognized, and mental health deserves to be talked about. And so that's what we're going to do next week. Mental health episode next week, episode 9. Okay, tune in next week for that. Okay, I want to see you guys there, engaged and ready to go. Thank you guys again. Fuck with y'all later. Y'all my dogs. All right, until next time, Zay for life out.